Finally, there is agreement between the government and the Ghana Association of Banks over the domestic debt exchange program. The association had earlier instructed commercial banks to hold off on approving the revised debt exchange offer until its members' needs were satisfied. They claim that the key reason for this was the lack of confidence surrounding how the debt restructuring would affect the banking sector. In a joint statement, both parties have agreed to pay 5% coupon for 2023 and a single coupon rate for each of the 12 new bonds, resulting in an elective coupon rate of 9%. They also agreed on clarity on the operational framework and terms of access to the Ghana Financial Stability Fund and the removal or amendment of all clauses in the exchange memorandum that empower the Republic to, at its sole discretion, vary the terms of the exchange. Banking consultant Dr. Christian Techijan gave more perspective on some aspects of the agreement that was arrived at.
So earlier with the agreement, there wasn't going to be any payments. It was a zero payment coupon for the 2023. But now with the new agreement that's been reached, the amendment that's been done, 5% is going to be paid. Hitherto was a 0% coupon payments for 2023. 2024 was going to be 5%. 2025 was going to be 10% and subsequently 10% until the final payment. So this new agreement goes to modify the old one where there wasn't going to be any payments to be made in 2023. So now we are going to see 5% payments being made. This is to augment the liquidity position of the banks, because assuming a customer had come to deposit for a period and for the whole year of 2023, there isn't going to be any payments, definitely is going to put a strain on the liquidity of the banks. So though Bank of Ghana has got a framework where they offer liquidity support to a lot of these banks, with this one coming into place, it goes to augment what is already being done.
Economist Professor Peter Quartey has been commenting on this development.
It could have been better, but I think it's a positive signal. The financial institutions will have some resources to maneuver. At least they might not be running into losses. There will be refund revenue derived from the 5%, and that can help them stay afloat. So for me, it's a step in the right direction, and I hope going forward, dialogue, consensus building will continue. If we have done this and done it well, I believe we wouldn't be going through some of the turbulence and all the challenges that we face. We should bear in mind that the financial sector, money doesn't like noise. The financial sector doesn't like these kinds of disturbance. So we certainly have to communicate very well at the right time so that we ensure financial stability. It's a step in the right direction. At least it's movement or a step from the previous situation where there were going to be zero coupon or zero interest on bonds for 2023. So the 5% coupon rate for 2023 for me is good.
Dr. Techijan is confident of a revamp of confidence in the sector following the agreement between the government and the Ghana Association of Banks on the domestic debt exchange program.
There had been a lot of uncertainty within the banking sector, looking at what had been drawn up in terms of the debt exchange program. The gains that have been made after the banking sector cleanup after 2016, 2017, I would say everything was being eroded. But with this consensus being reached, I'm sure there should be calmness restored within the banking space. And I'm also sure that now the banks know the way forward as far as their liquidity challenges. Should they run into such with the setting up of the Ghana Financial Sector fund that is going to help them in terms of how they will be able to assess such funds should they run into liquidity challenges, has now been made clear to them, and they know the way forward as far as how to assess the funds is concerned. So I think it's a very good thing. Now everybody it's in sync with what is happening, and calmness has really been restored in terms of the uncertainties that was bedeviling everyone else.
Meanwhile, government and the Ghana Insurance Association have reached an agreement on the participation of insurance companies in the domestic debt exchange program. Under the agreement, insurance companies will participate in the program on similar terms as the banks. In a joint statement on Thursday, the government says through the solvency window of the Ghana Financial Stability Fund, it will provide support for the insurance companies that are seriously affected by the domestic debt exchange program. The government says the objective is to protect jobs and stabilize the insurance industry.